Last week I brought you the story surrounding the inclusion of the China Investment Corporation in documents provided to the City of Vancouver by Ernst & Young, who the city had hired after the deal the city put together for the sale and swap of land in Yaletown that wound up in the Supreme Court of British Columbia. Click down here to see my follow-up report and to see what the city and Ernst & Young had to say about why it was included. And at the end of that report, I showed you the 10 questions I sent to the City of Vancouver surrounding the original land swap deal. Well, folks, the silence from the city has been deafening. Not one peep, nothing back from them in over a week. So I even cut down my questions to 4 straightforward questions surrounding the original deal. And I want to go through my questions now with you, the viewer, so you know exactly why it is so important that we get answers. Number 1. Why did the city remain silent regarding the assessment complaint filed by February 2nd, 2015? This is a crucial question. In January of each year, BC Assessment sends out an assessment notice estimating a property's value. In the case of this deal, the property was assessed at $59,507,500. You can see it right here on the screen. But by February 2nd, 2015, a notice of complaint was filed. That leads right into question 2. Was the city the initial complainant of the Feb 2nd, 2015 complaint? When appeals are filed, it is often the owner who does so because they believe their property has been assessed at the wrong value. In this case, it's important to know who the complainant was because we know for a fact that after the complaint, BC Assessment, for whatever reason, dropped the property value by $50 million down to $9,485,500. That's a whopping 83% reduction in the value of the land the city was about to swap to a developer. It matters if the city was the initial complainant because under the BC Assessment Act, Section 10.2, the initial complainant must agree to the reduction. The city now may try to claim they were not the complainant, but if they are the owner, they must still agree to the reduction according to the Act. Of course, the city may say, look, the owner lessee was 127 Society for housing. But by early 2013, the city, 127 Society, and Brenhill Properties all signed a surrender of the lease, which I will post, as always, with all our documents in the story below. So it appears as though either the city knowingly agreed to wipe $50 million off the value of a property that they owned, or BC Assessment acted without legal authority in dropping the value of this property. The problem is, nobody at BC Assessment is willing to explain why this was done. Not Mr. Paul Borgo, the deputy assessor I visited myself, who stonewalled me, giving me every excuse in the book not to give me an answer, and not the assessor on this file, Jason Grant, also from the Vancouver office, who has not returned my calls. So my other 2 questions for the city have to do with their own procurement and contracting procedures. First, I wanted to know how much the city paid to subcontractors hired by Ernst & Young, as indicated in their report. While the city paid Ernst & Young just shy of $140,000, it appears when you look at the detailed billing and the third-party resources provided to Ernst & Young by both Burgess Colley Sullivan and Rennie Marketing Systems, they contributed to this report, and yet we have 0 invoices for this subcontracting work, and the city needs to provide us with those. My final question was one of simply following the proper procedure. We know from NPA Councillor George Affleck that this engagement letter from Ernst & Young was never reviewed by City Council, and according to the city's own rules in Section 4.2 of their procurement policy, any work exceeding $75,000 must be an open bid and posted to the BC Bid website. So a simple answer of yes, and here are the records of those postings should seem pretty easy, right? Well, no, because as I said, I have not heard one single thing back from the city since they responded to my original inquiry surrounding the reference to the China Investment Corporation. Perhaps the progressives down at City Hall think they are going to just ignore me as a rebel and hope I'll go away. But that's not the case. I won't go anywhere. And I know for a fact that a few of my colleagues in the mainstream media are also asking these exact same questions and receiving the exact same deafening silence from Vision Vancouver-controlled City Hall. So Mayor Gregor Robertson, please give your taxpayers and your citizens the answers they deserve. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson. Thank you so much for watching. Please click subscribe on our YouTube channel so you never miss an update. And if you really want to help the Rebel grow and expand and keep bringing you fearless conservative commentary, news, and opinion, well, check out our plan at thebigplan.ca. There are many ways you can contribute, and we are truly grateful for anything you provide.